So the gloves are off as two of Sao Paulo's biggest beasts prepare to do battle. Corinthians and Palmeiras have plenty of history, plenty of titles and silverware between them. You can just feel the electricity in the air here. This is one highly charged occasion. Well, it was 2014 that Corinthians relocated to this high-tech arena. This the ultimate demonstration of their power as a club revered. Pedri! Oh, off the bar! He's had it taken off him. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. It's come to nothing. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
It's a little off target. The pass is intercepted. Spread out to the left. Now it's Mbappe. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I'd say that's a check. I'm trying to come up with a...
Can he finish?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That is a great pick out. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Pedri, and the counter is on. Pele, oh, that's a very decent... He's had a shot! Goal! Palmeiras! That is simply terrific, finished with beautiful deftness.
That's just downright fabulous, both the disguise and the control, and then that gentle scoot.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Ibrahimovic. The two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Messi. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Pedri, very much a man of this moment. Knocks it into space. And this is Del Piero. He's rising! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Now it's Mbappe. This is a promising build-up. Palmeiras currently a goal to the good, and with the lion's share of the ball.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Ibrahimovic showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well read, nice interception. That's a sharp pass. Ibrahimovic might just make this. It's a nicely shaped ball. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Pirlo can see things, others simply cannot. The most accurate pass. Maldini. And it's Ed Nielsen. Ah, this looks sharp. And this is Zola. And Zola! Pirlo. 30 minutes gone. Messi. And here's Zola! And for a moment, time stood still.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen. Corinthians really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Marquez. Pepe. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Marquez gets over and intercepts. Messi tries from distance. Pedri with the foul. And he is going into that little black book.
Yeah, it would seem a little too far out, and this will probably be a dink far post.
That was travelling. Marquez. Oh, can he get onto this? Turan kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
That's good vision. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Maldini. That was nowhere near his best. Time and again they are repelled. Zola. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Pelé. Closing in on goal. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
And that has been cleared. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, they could break here. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And here's Del Piero. Has a look and plays it forward. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. Palmeiras can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score. We're already back. And a chance! And that's a sharp finish. Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring.
Pelé really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Palmeiras are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Del Piero! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Del Piero is offering a wry smile there.
And here's Hazard. Now he's got space here. He's found space here. And it's Messi. Pelé being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
That's been cut out, well played. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, what has happened here? Chance, surely! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Del Piero really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Pirlo standing over it. Seedorf. Hazard. He's being urged to shoot. Played in by Roberto Carlos. Of course!
público presente na sacada de hoje.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Palmeiras are looking pretty rattled at the moment, Jim.
There's no doubt about that, Peter. It looks like they've had the proverbial carpet swept from underneath them. And it's amazing how much one goal can change things.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to make any prediction on this right now. And he welcomes it in. Check claims comfortably. Seedorf. Messi. Tele. Zola. Edmilson has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Mbappe! Check gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Big chance to get at them. Good ball over the top. Marquez. Maldini. And now the breakaway. Looking for the run, and that could set him on his way. And the shot! And a neat finish!
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
Aos 29 minutos do segundo tempo, pelo jogador, camisa 10. Substituição no time do Corinthians. Camisa 23, camisa 13, camisa 11, camisa 19.
So changes afoot here and from both sides. So the lead now is 2.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been...
What a world of footballs and how moments.
Well, that could really prove costly. They don't want to be missing too many of those.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And he's picked it up out wide. Oh! It's hit the crossbar! And that was very necessary. Picked out brilliantly. Pass isn't the best. And it's Hullet. Tries a measured ball. Towering header! And no, he couldn't find the finish. Nicely spread. That has been cut short. Pirlo. Hullet. Did he not put that away? And he's there to make the challenge. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cruyff. It's a really well-measured ball. Tele. Tele. Oh, well played, well played. Lampard. And they can counter here. Nicely weighted ball. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
He is... And Bebeto! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
been taken short. Corinthians have the chance to go the other way. And this is Pato. Cruyff.
Foram indicados 4 minutos de acréscimo.
Nice physical challenge. And it's Gullit. He's going to be disappointed with that. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. And this is Cruyff. Pirlo. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Pelé. Now it's Gullit. Now it's Pelé. Gullit. That's that, the end. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans. Everyone pumped. Takes me back.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. So the gloves are off as two of Sao Paulo's biggest beasts prepare to do battle. Corinthians and Palmeiras have plenty of history, plenty of titles and silverware between them. You can just feel the electricity in the air here. This is one highly charged occasion. Well, it was 2014 that Corinthians relocated to this high-tech arena. This the ultimate demonstration of their power as a club revered amongst the world's supporters. Their fan base believed to be somewhere in the region of 30 million people. Familiar feeling this for you, Jim?
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demands, both physical and mental, on these players out there will be massive, and there's going to be a big responsibility on both captains to keep the players in check. We need talkers to ensure that everyone plays the game, and not this occasion.
So we're very much on the way now. Pride, tradition, the game neither dares lose. This familiar tale ready to be retold. Zola powering forward here. And Messi! Superb goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Palmeiras are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Palmeiras have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
That's going to go a long way. The pass is intercepted. Threads one in. Chance for a shot! Frustratingly close. So just the one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. Pele, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Corinthians are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Oh, that's superb. No foul, says the referee. Nothing wrong with that tackle, all won cleanly. And this is Pele! Strong running down that left flank. That pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Well read, nice interception. And it's Messi. Messi has found the net here, of course. Well, they could break here. That's beautifully weighted. Messi! And Iker Casillas somehow saves it. Approaching the half-hour mark. He's in a great position here. Good read, needed to be. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Good chance, surely! And he's stuck it away! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And a calamitous moment ends with the inevitable result.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Thuram. Good-looking ball. Now it's Messi. And it's Seedorf. And here's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Del Piero. There's the shot! And he's found it!
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
Just one in it now.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Muscular approach does pay off here. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Mbappe is onto this, and he's got the... Oh, shooting chance! Oh, good finish! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
So the lead now is 2.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Foram indicados
A few of his
2 minutos
teammates
de
are
acréscimo.
furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Now this could be a chance. Oh, that was vital. Edmilson is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. He's well positioned here. They've got to be quick to recover this. And here's Messi. So a temporary halt to the action.
Palmeiras are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. Palmeiras largely dominant, up by 2 at the break. The scoreline 3-1. So we're underway for the second half. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Now it's Hazard. Ibrahimovic. Messi. And here's Hazard. In by Messi. Marquez. Zola. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Pedri. Edmilson. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Great defending, strong and determined. Pelé. Pirlo. Seedorf. Maldini cuts out the pass. It's gone for a throw-in. And it's Messi. And this is Hazard. Corinthians claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Corinthians with their first corner, first in the game for either side, actually. Palmeiras have the chance to go the other way. That's been cut out, well played. Pirlo. Now Seedorf. Passing is crisp and sharp. And Del Piero! And he makes no mistake. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Corinthians cut their
Público
deficit
presente na
and
partida de
raring to go
hoje,
again.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Now it's Pele. Can he get on the end of this? And that is expertly dealt with. Aims beyond the defence. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi wins the duel this time. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Mbappe currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop them in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
And he's being shifted off it. And that's a good ball. Ibrahimovic! And he has his goal! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Closing in, it's Pele! Goal! Palmeiras! And they've got their lead back. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Palmeiras leading now. Great ball, and he's in here. Decent chance!
Corinthians really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Hazard. Good ball, good take. Can he finish? Mbappe. Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls. Pele. No, that was never going to make it. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Thuram kept his eye on it, and he's there. Maldini. Can he get it through? Oh, good take in a good area.
Palmeiras can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Very much into the last knockings. Maldini. Changes him with that pass. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. He's gone forward. Pepe calmly
Teremos
anticipates.
3 minutos de acréscimo.
And this is Pele. Messi. And he welcomes it in. And the shot! He doesn't look too happy with that. Ibrahimovic. It's a pretty loose pass. And that's that. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to one decisive moment. Pele taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, how will we look back on that?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans. Everyone pumped. Takes me back.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, here we are. I doubt there's anyone in Sao Paulo who's unaware of this match. The build-up has been so fervent, so fanatical, and the expectations are reaching fever pitch. It is Corinthians versus Palmeiras, and it is going to be quite the showdown. Well, it was 2014 that Corinthians relocated to this high-tech arena. This the ultimate demonstration of their power as a club revered amongst the world's supporters. Their fan base believed to be somewhere in the region of 30 million people. So it is time to let them at it.
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demands, both physical and mental, on these players are...
That's a foul, no two ways about it. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. He's going to be disappointed with that. That's a risky ball, you've got to say.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that he basically excels at. He's fantastic. Once he comes inside, anything is possible.
And it's Azar. Del Piero. Oh, well played. Maldini. Pedri. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Azar. And this is Ibrahimovic. Knocks it into space. And the shot! Goal! Corinthians! Corinthians take the lead! That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Zola is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Messi shapes to shoot! Oh, it's gone in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. And there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So they have it all to do again.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Del Piero. In by Del Piero. Tries to get it clear. Mbappe. Pele.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And it's Maldini. And it's Pedri. Good ball, good take. Mbappe! Goal! Palmeiras! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
And Messi! Goal! Corinthians!
should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Beautiful. It's hit the uprights.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Seedorf, upright and purposeful. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Messi. Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Pelé. Now it's Mbappe. And he's quick to return it. He's shifting through the gears here. Zola, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Seedorf. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Nicely shaped ball. Now, he's just misjudged that one.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Edmilson. Zola. Mbappe. Shoots! Marvellous goal! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came up beautifully.
Palmeiras leading now. Pirlo. And it's Roberto Carlos. And he's whipped it across.
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
Marquez. Mbappe. And here's the chance to counter. Zola. Now that looks a decent ball. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. So, everyone needs a breather here. 5 goals we've seen already. It is good, very good. It's 3-2. So we're underway for the second half. It's Pedri. Pelé. Now this could be a chance. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Zola. Oh, super chance, surely! Oh, that's fabulous! A finish right from the top draw. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
The ball's gone astray. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Well played, exemplary that. Corinthians with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Marquez gets it away. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, important interception. Tries to pass it through. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now that's well seen too. Now it's Hazard. He's beaten the last man. Great defending, strong and determined. Mbappe being hounded, manhandled at times.
What they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line.
Pedri. Now it's Messi. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Nicely intercepted. Marquez. And that has left him in a heap. And it's Ibrahimovic. Messi. Nice physical challenge. And here's Messi. Zola. Looking for options for movement. Look at the space here. And the finish! And it's there! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all. That was easy. Almost too easy.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his...
And Messi! Zola. Pedri. Pele. Maldini. This is a promising build-up. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And here's Ibrahimovic. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Brilliantly cut out. Big chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Thuram kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Pedri. And here's Mbappe. Corinthians can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Pedri. Hazard. And it's Hazard. Pinches it off him. The final 5 minutes. Messi, he's got away. Defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Messi looking for the run. Oh, that was vital. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go.
Foram indicados 2
this
minutos
looks
de
sharp.
acréscimo.
He's had it taken off him. Pepe. Time added on will be 2 minutes. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And that's that. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Mbappe reflecting on a stellar performance and now taking home a permanent reminder for his mantelpiece. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means.
Well, here we are. I doubt there's anyone in Sao Paulo who's unaware of this match. The build-up has been so fervent, so fanatical, and the expectations are reaching fever pitch. It is Corinthians versus Palmeiras, and it is going to be quite the showdown. Well, it was 2014 that Corinthians relocated to this high-tech arena. This the ultimate demonstration of their power as a club revered amongst the world's supporters. Their fan base believed to be somewhere in the region of 30 million people. So it is time to let them at it.
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demands, both physical and mental, on these players out there will be massive, and there's going to be a big responsibility on both captains to keep the players in check. We need talkers to ensure that everyone plays the game and not this occasion.
So straight into the action. Shot, surely! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
There's a certain aura about him today. Tremendous.
Corinthians with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And the keeper beats it away. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Corner number 2 then. It's rising! No, just not quite.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Well, for Pepe, this is the time to get that stern focus in his eyes.
Yes, it's that look that says, I'll win at all costs, and you better be prepared for what's coming.
Well, he knows, doesn't he? He just knows. At the core of his game, shot goal! It's hit the uprights. Good play on the left-hand side here. And the counter is on. And he was quick to react. Marquez. So we're still where we started right now. And it's Messi. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Pelé. Pedri, very much a man of this moment. Zola. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pinches it off him. Maldini looking to pass their way up the pitch. And here's Mbappe. And the ball's come loose here. And he's gone backward here. And here's Mbappe. And he has been fouled there. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Zola considers his options.
Well, it's quite simple. They have the best man for the job on it.
And Chet pulls off a sensational save. Oh, he's given that plenty, but no. Make sure that's not getting through. Defending of the desperate variety. Chance for a shot! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Pirlo. Pedri plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Azar.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Van Dijk makes the interception. Pedri. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Can he finish? A little bit quick to recover this. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
There's a searching pass. Takes a shot! Pirlo. Ibrahimovic. Now it's Azar. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Thuram. Maldini. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's a sharp little ball here. Messi provides... And the shot! Oh, it's a beauty! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And Palmeiras score first! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. There's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Palmeiras penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Marquez did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Del Piero. Chance! Oh, it's hit the post! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
What a pass. One that literally dropped into his path. It was asking to be finished.
The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Here's Mbappe, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Messi is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. It's a pretty loose pass. The pass is intercepted. And here's Del Piero. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Palmeiras can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Palmeiras currently ahead by the smallest of margins. And again they run up against stubborn defending. Can he get on the end of this?
Beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Corner.
Substituição no time do Corinthians.
It's their second corner of the game.
Camisa 11. Vai para a entrada do jogador. Camisa 10.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Messi. Now it's Pelé. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Can he get onto this? Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable match. Real chance! And he hits the net! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Complete awareness, he understood what was needed, and he executed it smoothly.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now this could be a chance. And the shots! Oh, it rattles the bar. No messing
Público
about,
presente
just
na partida
bludgeoned
de
away.
hoje. 60.332 espectadores.
Mbappe looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
And here's Del Piero. Zola. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Oh, look at the space here. Good decision by the keeper. Got that exactly right. Corinthians can breathe again. Just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And it's Pedri. Messi. He's free. He has got space. No way through, so back it comes. And here's Mbappe.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Pelé. Messi. Edmilson is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Hazard running with intent. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi, who does have an assist to his name. Pelé. Gets his head on it! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Picked out Pedri! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Substituição no time do Corinthians.
The two
Camisa
coaches are
23.
signalling changes here, both at the same time. A
Camisa
case now
13.
of complete control.
Deixando o campo para a entrada
Here's
de
Lampard.
Camisa
Now it's
22.
Platini. And he welcomes it
Camisa
in.
18.
Opts
Camisa
to play it
90.
back. It's
Substituição em
Edmilson.
andamento.
Pepe gets the foot in and wins the ball. Mbappe. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's come to nothing. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Threads one in, the most accurate pass. Platini, Rafinha, into the last 5 minutes. And he's running through, and a chance! And it's in! Just cruising! They are cruising! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Teremos
This is
3
a
minutos de
gloriously
acréscimo.
greedy performance. Eto, he's being urged to shoot. Oh, well played, he needed to get that right.
Oh, that's great. That's great concentration.
Well, it's Bebeto. That has been slung wide. Lampard, played out to the left flank. Bebeto, and this is Lampard. Pirlo. That's at the end. Palmeiras really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Well, how will we look back on that?
Palmeiras really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.